Well, hello. I guess we're live. I got a little funny screen there. I missed everybody on Monday. It was a holiday here in the U.S., and I took the day off. And I really came to realize, hi, Lisa, thanks for joining. I really came to realize how much I have really enjoyed doing these Facebook Lives. So as you guys come on, a couple of things. One, I'm going to suggest that you grab a piece of paper and a pen, because I'm going to give you an outline of how to really engage these three keys in 10 minutes or less, that you're going to be able to create that synergy and that traction within your businesses. And as you come on, if you'd say hi and where you're watching from as well, that would be very appreciated. And it really shares with everyone where everybody is coming in from. So let's get into it, because I want to really honor everyone that is coming on at the 1 o'clock. So the three keys for success in 10 minutes or less to build momentum in your business. First, I wanted to recapture or readdress what those three keys are. Number one is to be seen. Number two is to be safe. And number three is to be relevant. And real briefly, to be seen, we're the best kept secrets. We have a lot of energy, a lot of tools, a lot of process, and that is going to be able to benefit a lot of people, but they don't know you're there. So number one is we got to be able to showcase us to the world. Number two, be safe. And I use this as a really dramatic connection, because it's without an agenda. And so what I mean is that, like, I had a call this morning with an individual. Hi, Janice. Hope you're feeling better. Is that I go into that meeting without a concept of what the end result's going to be. I did not have a press hard 3-copy type of mentality that I was going to convert that call into a client or a product. And so it made me safe. We could have an open conversation. And number three, relevant. What you have as a product or service is wanted in the community within your sphere of influence that you're wanting to impact. And so what am I talking about? Well, some of you are not going to like me very much, because we're pushing into an area that is a little bit touchy, or, the exposure could be there. But I'm talking about Facebook Live. What I wanted to do is give you an overview of what I have been doing in my Facebook Lives, because something unique has happened with them in the last 2 days. And I'll share that at the end of the video of really the impact that what I have been doing. And I have to admit, I did not want to do the Facebook Lives. One of my clients, Ingrid Pica, she's a VIP Platinum coaching client, came to me before the last boot camp, and she goes, this is really what you need to do. And I put her off. I didn't want to do it. It's the monologue element of it that I find a little more challenging than when I have an audience, or when I'm on television, radio with an interviewer. And so what I wanted to do is to have that interaction, but on Facebook Live, we literally don't. We have a little bit. Hey, Blue Eagle, thank you for joining. And so by doing it, though, there's been something that has really catapulted my business, again, to a whole new level, and increased the ability that I have to touch people around the world. So here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to give you my blueprint. So the first thing, if you're going to be willing to do a Facebook Live, is to go in with the attitude of doing it for a long haul. This is not something that you do once and see what happens and not do it again, or do it once and then 3-4 weeks later you do it again. This is something that the consistency and the persistency of putting out this content is what's going to give you the result. So into the long haul. The second thing is, what are the number of days per week that you're going to be doing them? And I don't have an agenda here. I've chosen to do 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you choose to do 1 day a week, that is totally okay. But I do suggest that you pick at least 1 day a week to do your Facebook Lives. The next thing is the same time. I have chosen the 1 o'clock time period in Colorado, partially because that's what fits for my calendar. Because we put this out in other arenas where people can connect with the information later on, you're able to, watch it at your convenience. But I have it at the same time. What I have been finding for me is that when I have been a little bit late, or when I haven't done them at all and people have not seen my announcement that I wasn't, they were starting to say, where are you? Why haven't you come on? Because they have it now in their calendars to come on to my Facebook Live. So the next thing is the pre-announcement, letting people know when you're going to be doing your Facebook Live, and along with that, what your topic is going to be. And this is really important because some of your topics may have more relevance to your audience than other parts of your audience. And so they're going to pick and choose how to invest their time. They may say, you know, I'll just watch it later, but I'd like to be on that topic. I'd like to be live on the call. And so what we're doing is giving them that ability to make a choice before they even get onto the Facebook Live. And then your delivery. You know, delivery is always something really interesting because how do we give out that topic? Now, topics, I really suggest, again, is do it in your core, that centeredness of who you are. So you're not teaching something that you think they want or need that you really don't have that core ability around. Now, I have done my Facebook Lives in two different ways. One is without bullet points, and the other is with bullet points because I have a tendency to wander down rabbit trails. And so even today, I have a few bullet points here on my tripod that's holding my camera. I don't have an external mic, or I'm using the mic in the camera. I'm not using a dedicated mic. And so the thing that I'm wanting to do is to follow a logical sequence that gives the highest value possible to the people that have come on and is watching the program. And then the call to action. At the end of each one, you've noticed that I do a call to action. So my agenda really is not to just give information out. My agenda is to give the information and then a way to use that information in their personal or business life for them to get the results that I know that I've been able to get from myself. Hey, Penny, thanks for joining. And so that delivery, that call to action is really important. Now, here's something that I have fallen into, is that how do we repurpose? How do we multi-purpose what we're doing here on Facebook Live? So a couple of different ideas that we've engaged in. Like I said, I do these Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Well, there was 3 or 4 weeks, maybe a month, that I had been archiving my videos, and so there's a backlog. And so on Tuesday, Thursday, my virtual assistant, Joanne, is going in and posting those old ones in my other social media venues. So on Twitter, on my LinkedIn page, on my Facebook fan page, because I'm doing these, as you can tell, on my personal page. So I'm getting more traffic there. The other thing, before that even happens, we put all of these videos on my YouTube channel. And this is where the magic started happening a couple of days ago. I got an announcement that YouTube was taking my videos and pushing them out to their subscribers as a suggested video to watch. And I went, how did that happen? And part of it is that as we build our numbers that are watching your video, that's what YouTube was really wanting. This is also helping in our SEO. For the traffic. The spiders are actually seeing the traffic coming to your videos. I just picked up a brand new full client, VIP Platinum Coaching client today, partially because she went in and looked at all of my previous Facebook Lives and said, where have you been all my life? I need what you have to offer. And so we're in the repurposing. It's not just giving out the information here on Facebook Live and letting it drop. It's in that repurposing. And here's the other magical part of it, is that all of the information that we're putting out, hi, Ricky, I hope your event really went well, is that these videos, this content that you're giving out that is really wanted and needed in your community is living and breathing even when you're not there. And that content is going to serve you as that drip into your community so that the value that you have is being seen. So having your YouTube channel, having the other areas that you're dealing in social media, as well as putting it on your website, you are getting a maximum impact for the 8 to 10 minutes that you're doing your Facebook Lives, because that's all we really want to do. Some people have reached out to me and said, would you do them longer? No, because I want these to be that inspiration, motivation, education in a very concise way that it doesn't take up a lot of time. And so this is one of the benefits of Facebook Live. So the action step for today, I like to encourage each and every one of you is to decide to do Facebook Live. And do, maybe 2 or 3, if you do once a week for the next month, 30 days. Pick a number that you're going to do and get it consistently out there. Hey, Leslie, thanks for joining. And really pick your topics, again, within your core. If you go back to this, you can have that list. If you would like me to send you an email with the elements of creating your Facebook Live, just email me at Gary@GaryBarnesInternational.com, and I'd be happy to send that to you. And unfortunately, we can't do that just literally through the video here. And if you like this, I do have the, I missed a part. That call to action at the end of your Facebook Lives can also be to reference educational resources, programs, other things that are going on in your community that would be benefited to your community that you'd like them to know about. So my Breakthrough Business Mastery Bootcamp's coming up in January. We're already 50% sold out, which is phenomenal. We're very excited about that. So if you'd like more information, the link is there on the Facebook Live. It's just breakthroughbusinessmastery.com. So we'll be together again on Friday. I hope this one has really inspired you to, explore and get into the world of video. It's, one of the, it's very economically nice to it because it's free. All we have to do is do it. If you have any other specific questions about getting your Facebook Live up and running so you can have the benefits as well, just reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you with that. So until Friday, 1 o'clock Mountain, have a great day, a great rest of your week, and we'll see you then. Thanks for coming on. Bye.